honeybees, hello my book besties. My name is Lazara. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm super excited because today's video is going to be my May TBR. I know you guys are probably like, where the heck have you been? Girl, you said you was gonna post 2 other videos that never came out. Yes, I know. I know. You know, life has been lifing for 1. For 2, school is schooling and depression is depressioning. And so therefore all 3 of those things together have made my life a little hard to post things that are going on. So anyways, with all that being said, I'm back. I'm sorry, and this time for real guys, I'm staying. Like, I'm not going anywhere yet, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going anywhere this time. Like, I'm actually gonna be here. Like, I'm going to post. I'm for real gonna be here after this video. So those videos that I said I was gonna post, I'm still going to post. I just haven't yet. Just wait, they're coming, okay? Promise. Like, I promise this time, like, I promise. So I keep my promises. I'm coming guys. So those videos are gonna be coming out, so just stay tuned for them. Do not worry, I am coming back, I promise. So here we are, we're back with a TBR video. Since that's the last time you saw me was a TBR video. Anyways, this is gonna be my May TBR, and I'm excited because it's super funsy, super cool. My next video that I'll be posting, you'll get a little bit more explanation of why I didn't post a wrap-up of anything yet. But as for this video, we're just gonna stick to the TBR. We got the TBR jar, or shall I say TBR bowl. So we're gonna do the TBR jar slash bowl picks my TBR. I'm super excited because y'all already know I love doing these little fun things where I surprise myself with my TBR, you know, and I surprise you guys as well because we both surprise at the same time. Isn't that fun? Isn't that more interactive? Yeah, anyways, let's just go ahead and get into it. First and foremost, as you guys know, I like to start off with my book club book of the month. So we're gonna be reading A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber. I do not have the actual book just yet, but when I get it, you'll know, and I'll let you know this time for real. But this is gonna be my book club pick for the month, and I'm super excited to continue the series because y'all already know the first 2 books, no, I need the 3rd book now. I'm so upset about the way, first of all, how both of the books ended. Because why the heck do they end nearly the same both times? This 3rd one better not do me the same way, or I'm gonna have to fight, because that's crazy, because that's wild, because what in the world are we talking about? What are we talking about? So anyways, yeah, without further ado, that is gonna be my book club book for the month. Anyways, let's get into the actual TBR. We have a good variety in here this time. I think there are like 30 different prompts. I'm not really sure. I just made these earlier today, so forgive me. How many books am I going to pick? I don't really know, because you guys know I usually change it up if I want to. So I'm going to base it at 7 books. I'm not gonna look because some of these are opening and I don't want to see it. Oh, I think I know what this one is because it's so big. This is the book, a book for Asian American and Pacific Islander History Month. As you guys know, I love to do some representation on the channel, so we're going to represent Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. I'm sorry, that's a really long name. Sometimes I can't get it. But yeah, I'm gonna be reading a book for that, so let's see if I can find one in here. I'm not gonna lie, I probably don't have it here, but it's at my home library, if not here, so give me a second. I'm not gonna lie, I think the only book I have in my library for this is a manga slash like not manga. I don't even know how to explain this. So if you've been here on my channel for a while, you already know I was obsessed, and I mean obsessed, with Modao Jushi, which is the Grand Master of Demonic Cultivation. Yes, and the adaptation of that is The Untamed. If you are familiar, you're familiar. But I found another book in the bookstore and I kind of got a little excited, and so I was like, I cannot wait to read another book like that one or similar to that one, and here we are. No, this is the first book. I don't know if I'm gonna love the series or not. Anyways, I have 1,000 Autumns by Ming Shi, and I am so excited to read this book. Y'all already know I'm obsessed with these kind of books, and because I was obsessed with The Untamed, I was like, I'm going to find another book just like it. And this is almost sort of kind of like it, but you know, I really love my Chinese historical BL kind of stories, and this one is one of those. So yes, to celebrate the month, I got this one. All right, let's choose the next one. What will it say? Ooh, read a romantasy. Ooh. I'm so excited because this one is about to be so much fun because I already know what I'm gonna get. I did not get to finish this book, which is the second book in the series, which I started last month. So I didn't get to finish it, and we're going to continue it this month. In May, we have Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. Guys, if you don't know, my obsession is already up to here. Like, it's up in the sky right now. Like, it's not even near me. I love this series. And this book is eating. This book is eating. It's eating, okay? Let's just say that. It's eating. It is. And I'm on the second book, so I'm excited to continue the series. If you don't know, this book is surrounded around Xaden and Violet, in which are in the fourth wing sect, but like Xaden was like the wing leader or commander, and Violet ended up having to get into the sect because boom bow, there was a lot of stuff that happened. And anyways, I don't want to spoil it all for you, but it's an amazing story and I just love it so much. Yeah, I'm gonna have crippling depression when the series ends, let's just say that. Next, okay, whatever this one is, read a translated book. Now, isn't that something? Because why the heck did I just choose one? So let's see if I have any other translated ones. I really don't think I do, so I'll just have to find one on Kindle Unlimited. Alright guys, so after doing some good searching, I decided to go with Days at the Morisaki Bookshop. This is by Sadatoshi Yagisawa and translated by Eric Ozawa. And I'm super excited to go ahead and read this book because I've heard so many good things about it, but it's also been on my radar a little bit. I've been looking at it for so long and I've just been like, I need to read it. Why not read it? So let's get into this one. This is about a woman named Takoko. She's 25 and has enjoyed a relatively easy existence until the day her boyfriend Hadaki, the man she expected to wed, casually announces he's been cheating on her and is marrying the other woman. Crazy, right? Suddenly Takoko's life is in free fall. She loses her job, her friends, and her acquaintances and spirals into a deep depression. In the depths of her despair, she receives a call from her distant uncle Satoru, an unusual man who has always pursued something at an unconventional life, especially after his wife Momoko left him out of the blue 5 years earlier. Satoru runs a second-hand bookshop in Jinbocho, Tokyo's famous book district. That sounds super interesting, I'm not gonna lie. It seems like a very like heartbreaking / like emotional read, but also something that allows you to like find inspiration within it. Like, she's finding her life, she's going through all these hardships, but she's also going through new beginnings and romantic and family relationships and such things like that. I'm excited to get into this. This is gonna be like a cute little quick read when I feel like I need some comfort, when I feel like I just want to read, I want to chill, I want to cozy up. I feel like I'm gonna be definitely reading this one, so stay tuned for the Days at the Morisaki Bookshop as I read it this month. All right, we got 4 more books to go. Let's go on with our 4th one, a book with a pink cover. Isn't that ironic? I don't even know if I have the book here anymore or if I took it home, but I also think I have a couple more pink ones, pink-ish ones in here. Honestly, I did not think I had pink books left, and I have 2 to choose from. We have Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood, and this is the NASA read I put on my TBR, I think a couple of months ago. I think it was February, but I'm not really sure. I really loved Ali Hazelwood's The Love Hypothesis, so I have bought a couple of her books since then. This is one of the books I purchased, and I would love to read this one. This is about the NASA girl and the what's his name? Levi, and he's supposedly the person she bumped into. He's going to be her boss, I believe. This book is about B and Levi. Apparently Levi is like the boss, and like B ends up bumping into him and she doesn't even realize it. She has an internship here at NASA, so I'm super excited to see how this book would go. But I also have Flawless by Elsie Silver. Now, I know I've been holding off on this one for a while because first and foremost, it is a cowboy romance. I have never read a cowboy romance. I don't know how I feel about it, but I've also heard really good things about this. This is a favorite by many booktubers, and I know so many people love it. I don't know how I feel about this book. It's a quick and easy read, not gonna lie, because the words are pretty big, which I really love. I love when books are like easy reads like that. Okay, Rhett and Summer. So the rules were simple: keep his hands off his agent's daughter and stay out of trouble. But now he's stuck with her. There's only one bed, and well, rules are made to be broken. That is like the first little excerpt here. And then it says, Rhett Eaton is in the face of professional bull riding, the golden boy. Or at least he was until it all blew up in his face face after a public brawl. Now his agent says he has to clean up his image and sticks Red with his ball-busting daughter for the rest of the season as full-time supervision. But Red doesn't need a goddamn babysitter, especially with skin-tight jeans, a sexy smirk, and a mouth she can't stop running, a mouth he can't stop thinking about. And he quickly learns that Summer Hamilton isn't just another conquest. She sees the man behind the mask and she doesn't run. She pulls him closer, even when she shouldn't. Summer says this means nothing. Red says it means everything. She says there's a boundary they shouldn't cross, that Red's reputation can't take any more hits and neither can her damaged heart. Red says he's going to steal it anyway. It kind of sounds really good, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, I might want to read this. I don't know, I'm like stuck between the two. So let's ask Alexa. Alexa, choose between the number 1 and 2.
Here's a number between 1 and 2. It's 2.
So thanks.
Oh, so very welcome.
She just started singing to me. I've never heard that, I'm not gonna lie, that was really crazy. But it looks like she chose number 2. So it looks like we're going to pick Flawless by Elsie Silver. And this is something out of my comfort zone, so I'm excited to see how this book will go. I really don't know how I feel. I don't know. But this book is loved by so many booktubers that I watch, and I'm just not sure how I feel about this. So hopefully this is good. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it, but we're gonna give it a chance. So it's going on the TBR. All right, so we have 2 more books to pick from, so let's do it. I'm scared because I don't know what else is gonna come. This does not seem like a good prompt, but it says yellow cover. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I have a book with a yellow cover, but I'm gonna check. And then if we don't, I'm just gonna choose a new prompt. I have 2 books to choose from because yes, they're yellow green, but it has yellow in the color. So here we are, we have 2 books to choose from. We have The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Chbosky. I'm not gonna lie, Chbosky, I'm not sure how to say his last name. Don't come for me, I'm sorry. This is one of the classics I've been wanting to read, and as a person in their 20s, I think this would be a really cool book to read. But I also have here Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis, which is a smaller book and also a Christian book, which I would love to get into. I bought this recently actually, and this is the classic that all Christians can agree upon right here. Like, Christians don't always agree, which is sad, but this one is a book that all Christians usually agree on, you know what I'm saying? So Lewis seeks in Mere Christianity to help us see the religious with fresh eyes, a radical faith whose adherents might be likened to an underground group gathered in a war zone, a place where evil seems to have the upper hand, to hear messages of hope from the other side. I would love to read this though because I've heard so many good things about this book, and of course this is also another classic. So between the both of these, I'm not really sure, so we're gonna have Alexa choose again. Alexa, choose between the number 1 and 2.
Here's a number between 1 and 2. It's 1.
Looks like we're going with this one. All right, we have The Perks of Being a Wallflower. This is the one we're gonna choose. Cool. Yeah, so that's another great book on my TBR. Some great variety, some great depth to the TBR I have. All right guys, so last but not least, we have our last and final pick. Let's see what it'll be. I'm excited. I hope it's something fun because your girl doesn't know what she wants to read. Read a new release for May. Yay! Okay, so I do have a new release I actually been wanting to read, and I'm so excited. It's the new release that came out in April. Now you probably already know what I'm about to say. It's the book that everybody's been raving about. It's a romance. It's beachy vibes. It's heartbreaking. It's romance. I'm just making it a whole hype game because it's the last book. Anyway, Say You'll Remember Me by Jimenez. Yes! I'm so excited because actually I've been wanting to read this book so bad, but I just needed a chance to read it. And this is my chance because it's a new release and it matches my nails. Y'all see that? Do you see the resemblance? Doesn't it just match my nails? It's beautiful. It matches everything perfectly. Look at this. Look at this. The vibe is definitely vibing. I'm so excited because this has been a book that many have talked about already, y'all. It's only been a month. So let's quickly go over all of the books I'm going to be reading for May. We have Thousand Autumns, Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros, Flawless by Elsie Silver, The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Crosby, Days at the Morisaki Bookshop, A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber. Okay, so here are all of the books for my May TBR, which is actually crazy to say, to think that we're already in the 5th month of the year. What? But I'm super excited because I feel like this is definitely the TBR that feels like going into summer, but it's also a mix of other things. So I got some romance, I got 2 romantasies, we got some fantasy, you know, it's very different around here, you know. If you guys made it all the way to the end of today's video, comment down below the flower emoji, the pink flower emoji. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time I post a new bookish video. And please don't forget to be true and be you. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next bookish video. Bye.